Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'll shout. It's a pleasure to be here on stage and also off stage. I'm one of the organizers, and we've been putting this event together for over a year, like Ahmed said. And I just want to give a shout out to all the other organizers that have put a lot of work into it, into making this day possible. And also thank you everyone for being here. You know, I'm sure we're gonna have an amazing day. And when Ahmed asked me to give this talk, the keynote, I was thinking, should I give a more technical talk or not? And I saw, you know, throughout the day, we're gonna have amazing talks. We have an incredible lineup of speakers, and I decided to talk about the CNCF community. And why? Because the CNCF community is at the heart of everything. We wouldn't even have Kubernetes if it wasn't for the community. And also because the community has had a big impact in my life, and I want to share a little bit about that with all of you. So at first, the title was Boost Your Career with the CNCF community, and then I crossed it. Let me see, yeah, there should be actually a cross on career, and I decided to change the title to Boost Your Life with the CNCF community, because it's more than just career. You know, we have that work-life balance that we try to manage our personal life and our professional lives, and it's not easy, I know that, and the CNCF community can help with a lot of that. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, my journey on how I got started in the community. But I'm just going to give you a summary. If you want the long version, you can watch my talk. I gave a talk at KubeCon in Chicago about my journey from being a non-technical person to becoming a CNCF ambassador. So I went to law school in Brazil. You might hear the accent. And then I studied business here in the US. And I worked in marketing for several years. And during the pandemic, I got laid off like a lot of people. And I started a coding bootcamp. And that's when everything started for me. I didn't know what Kubernetes was. I thought tech was just software engineering, and that's what I wanted to do. And I was very involved on Twitter. So tech Twitter, it was still a thing. Now it's X, and I haven't been on there a lot. But I met someone, and they gave me a ticket to go to KubeCon in Detroit. So that was a little over a year ago, I would say. Yeah, I started all of that in 2022. And I went to KubeCon. I didn't know, again, what Kubernetes was. I didn't know how, you know, everything, the background from apps and infrastructure. I was totally blind to all of that. But someone sat with me at KubeCon, and they drew on a napkin the Kubernetes architecture, and they explained me everything, how it worked, and why it is so important. I was able to ask all my dumb questions, the questions that we're all embarrassed to ask, and things started to make sense a little bit. But still, you know, it's overwhelming. I know a lot of you will agree with that, the whole CNCF landscape, and you go to a KubeCon and there are 10,000 people. So it was overwhelming, but I saw that there is a whole new world besides software engineering that I can be a part of. I want to learn more about it. So I decided I wanted to start contributing to open source. I joined the CNCF Slack channel, and I asked for help. Hey, how can I help? You know, I'm new here. There is a channel just for that. And I started with mostly non-code contributions, so documentation, translation. There is a lot you can do if you're starting out. And even if you're already technical and you want to get your feet wet in the cloud native space, there is a lot you can do. We need your contributions. But then my first contribution, I messed up. I got an error. I couldn't, you know, my PR wasn't going through. and I messaged again on the Slack channel, and someone stopped what they were doing to jump on a call with me and go through, like I shared my screen and go through everything, what I did wrong and what I had to do to get that working. I was able to submit the PR, merge it, and everything worked out from there. So small acts like that, of people wanting to help you. I also joined study groups for certifications, so the CKA and the CKAD, a lot of these certifications, they have study groups. I joined those. I had friends, because by then I made friends in the community that would review my talks before KubeCon, or we submitted talks together for KubeCon. Also review my blogs before I published them. I had a lot of, small moments that you see, oh, these people really care. They want me to succeed. And that's the beauty about community. They want you to succeed. They want to lift you up. And one thing that I want to mention, and I want you to understand, is you can be part of the community and you don't have to contribute in any way, because we're not expecting you to do something in return. You can just join and lurk around, see what's going on. But after a while, you want to start contributing because you want to grow the community. You start feeling part of it. And I think you all made the first step of being here, being at a CNCF event at this KCD is a big first step. And then you're gonna meet other people, mingle. I encourage you to do that. And it's a great thing for your career because it's all about people. So I also had prepared some slides. So like you see, the CNCF is open, inclusive, collaborative, diverse. There are people without a computer science degree. There are people with 20 years of experience, and they all treat each other the same. There is no difference. And again, like I said, they all want you to succeed and help. So you just have to be willing to get into the community. And I encourage everyone to be a part of this community. So supportive, resourceful, engaged, a lot of events like this one. There are smaller events as well. And so how you can leverage the CNCF community to advance your career. There are a few things. This is not an extensive list. There are a lot more, and I would love to talk to you throughout the day about the community, about other things you can do, about non-code contributions or code contributions. Whatever you want will be here throughout the day. But things you can do, so network and collaborate with your peers, people that are here, get to meet them, and follow up, connect with them on LinkedIn. That's very helpful. Join local meetups. So similar to these KCDs, there are local meetups everywhere. So probably where you're coming from, there is a local meetup as well. And they do these more frequent. Instead, the KCDs are once a year. Local meetups, they meet every month. And then you make a group of friends, that have the same interests as you, which is great. Skill development, again, studying, take CNCF courses. You can take their certifications, study with other people. A lot of the CNCF ambassadors, they have free courses as well. They do live streams on YouTube, on Twitch, and they just want you to learn more and everything for free. So I encourage you to check that out. The CNCF website has a lot of great content about community. They even have a tab that you can check out everything that they have for the community. Open source contributions is a big one. If you want to start, you can start small. You can check Contributor to see all the open issues in the within the CNCF projects. And if you really want to start, check out the documentation on contribute.cncf.io. But again, you're not forced to contribute in any way. You can just come and learn, and you'll see that after a while, you will want to add to the community as well. And access to knowledge and mentorship for those that are transitioning into tech or that are just graduated. They have mentorship programs teaching how to contribute to open source, and I think that's amazing. You know, we need more of that. There are a lot of programs, mostly for software engineering, like I started, and not a lot for cloud native. And now we are starting to get together as a community and help those people that are first starting out get into the community as well and help them. There is a newsletter you can follow if you want to stay in the loop of everything that's happening. Career opportunities, internships. There are a lot of things part of the CNCF that you can take advantage of, and being part of the community will only help you, you know, succeed and grow personally and professionally. Visibility and recognition, also being part of the community will give you credibility, so you can submit to give talks at events like this, the KCDs. You can talk at a local meetup as well if you want to start smaller. You can talk at a KubeCon, which is amazing. It's an incredible opportunity, and the CFP is still open, so you can submit something about what you do, or, you know, a use case that you've worked on. And publishing content, a lot of times I believe when you're learning and sharing in public, that's more meaningful, and you get to learn better what you're doing. So that's how I started, you know, publishing blogs of what I was doing or recording videos. You can do that, and it will help you as well. And finally, community support. Anything that you need, questions or technical questions, non-technical, you need some help, you're having a bad day, you can go on the Slack channel and just message there, and people are open. And I've had, you know, like I said, I've made friends there, and I go out with them to bars here in New York, and I talk to them on the phone. So it's not just friends, acquaintances that I meet at conferences, but they really become your friends, and you have fun. While you're working, you're having fun, and then on your free time, you're also having fun. So that's the biggest takeaway that I want you to get, is having fun while you're doing all that is thanks to the community. And again, if you have any questions, I'm here throughout the day. Some bullet points on if you want to get started in the community. You already took the first step by being here. Check the CNCF website, join their Slack, attend an event like this one, choose an open source project to contribute to, but you not necessarily, you don't have to if you don't want to, and engage with the community. So come talk to us throughout the day, and I'm really happy to be here and to see all of you, and I'm excited to have conversations with you throughout the day. And I thank you, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.
Thank you.